That night, as I gazed at the ceiling from the bed in my dorm room, I looked at my hands. I couldn't sleep. The excitement from the time those keys danced was still there in my fingers. Is this how witches always feel? I have a friend who's a witch called Beatrice. She always used to pull pranks on me with her strange magic. Because I saw this all the time, I thought I knew what magic was. But today, she'd possessed my body and used magic with it. The sensation of magic that I had finally felt at the time still held my heart entranced. It was a completely unknown pleasure. Because, by moving my fingertips, I could make the key dance as I wished. It was a strange miracle of magic, something humans could not do. I still couldn't let go of that excitement. Shannon, are you awake?
Oh. Nani?
Shannon was still awake. Shannon's always early to bed, early to rise. By getting to bed early, all of her weariness disappears by the next day. She lives a model life, one that all servants should respect and admire. If I want to become a loved and respected servant like Shannon, I'll need to act that way too. However, I wasn't confident that I could do that anymore. I guess I can't become like you after all.
どうしたの? 突然.
You were my ideal, always. Everyone in the Fukuin house loves you and is kind to you. Since you always played with me, you're the only friend I ever had. And you're also a wonderful servant who can carry out any task of the Ushimiya mansion both flawlessly and gracefully. You were the target I longed to reach. That's what you were to me.
一緒に頑張ろうよ。ほら、石の上にも3年って言うよ。みんなどんどんあなたを認めてくれているよ。だから一緒に素敵な使用人を目指そうよ。私、使用人辞める。
Finally got a voice.
え？使用人より魔女の方が面白そう。魔女って何の話?
The birth of a witch, right?
みんなに愛されて頼りにされる使用人って、今ももちろん憧れるけど、でも今の私には魔女の方が憧れるの。
I'm really torn because I'm not sure if Shannon exists or not right now because this is a single room. It was a single person's room, so why the hell is Shannon here if she's not a different person? But yet people are acting like they're talking to her as a separate person. But why would she be in here if it's a single person room? Oh, I could have just been reading that wrong. But if it is a single person room, why is she here? That would mean that she isn't an individual, like, separate person. They're treating her as such. That's what's weird to me. Because they're talking to both Yasu and Shannon. And at, like, the same time. It's just odd. Or I could just be looking at these scenes differently and it is Shannon just in her head. Or his head, or their head, or whatever. That's a really high-pitched voice. Shannon was confused. It was hardly surprising. All this about quitting as a servant was at least understandable. But she didn't know how to answer after hearing that her roommate wanted to become a witch.
魔女、ベアトリーチェ。今日ね、ベアトリーチェが私に乗り移って、私の体を使って魔法を使ったの。その時、その未知の世界に、それは後宮家の使用人に推薦されたことを知らされた時よりも知らなかった世界を初めて知ったような、まるで暗闇の世界だけに住んでて世界を全て知っているようなつもりになっていた私が初めて光を知って世界を目にするような、そんな喜び、興奮。
At that time, Beato had only used my fingers, made a keyring dance, and turned a key into a butterfly before hiding it in a locker. But I had understood it with my body. If I had moved my fingers a different way, the ring could have flown into the air instead of just dancing, and I could have turned it into a scurrying lizard instead of a butterfly. That's fucking oddly specific. I could have done anything. True, Beatrice's magic power was still weak. It had all happened in a little world behind the backs of servants filled with anti-magic toxin. However, inside that tiny, short-lived world, I could do anything at all. Beato just happened to settle on making them dance and turning the key into a butterfly. But if she wanted to, she could have done anything else. The endless sensation of that free, unrestricted power. I could still feel it at my fingertips. Could it be that, along with that sensation, a fragment of that magical power might also remain? I can tell. It's still there. There's still just a bit of it there, along with that sensation. I can do it. I can still do it. A single spot of gold light suddenly lit up in this dark room. It was right between my clasped hands. When I slowly opened them, I could see a single dot that sparkled gold. Shannon didn't know what the light meant. How could light appear from the palm of my hands? And yet even with this miracle right in front of her, she couldn't understand what it was. She just sat there with her mouth open in disbelief. However, to me, this was just the return of that bit of sensation in my fingertips. The golden dot spread out and became a small gold butterfly. It flapped its wings and scattered gold sparks about like a cartoon fairy. To Shannon, it probably just looked as though a gold butterfly was flapping its wings. Of course, that alone was a miracle that she could hardly grasp. But to me, it was like a remote-controlled plane in the shape of a butterfly. I could control the gold butterfly however I wanted, not clumsily with threads. I could make it flap, dance, play through the air as I wished. I was taking a walk through the air as that little butterfly. The golden glint of it pierced the darkness of the small room as it danced about freely. It was an entrancing pleasure. However, that sensation in my fingers began to weaken. I could tell that the few magic butterfly scales left in my fingers were all going away. Finally, the gold butterfly flashed and turned to dust like a firework run out of juice, falling down and disappearing without a trace.
私の指にまだ少しだけ魔法が残ってたから使えた。でも本当の魔女になればもっともっと自由自在に何でもできる。 もう私はこの楽しさを覚えてしまったの。もう人間には戻りたくない。使用人なんて退屈なの。耐えられない。だから魔女になるよ。魔女になるって。待って。もう決めたの、シャノン。今日まで楽しかった。この部屋をあげるね。あなた一人で使って。じゃあね。さようなら。待って。
I'm gonna go get lost for a while. As Shannon called out repeatedly for me to wait, a massive planetarium swallowed me out. In the sea of pitch black starry sky, I was alone. We are alone here.
使用人ごっこはもうやめる。世界を変更。
了解したぞ。それではいかようにしたものか。
シャノンのような素敵な使用人も悪くはない。でも魔女の楽しさを知ってしまったら、もうそれは退屈な憧れ。もう戻れない。
シャノンはどうするのか。
シャノンはシャノンで、これからも尊敬される使用人でいてくれればいい。彼女は彼女のままで。ただこれからは私と二人ではなく彼女だけになるけれど。
別れは唐突にであるね。まあよい。気まぐれな方が人生は退屈せぬというものを。さればどうする。
魔女がやりたい。ベアトがやりたい。
しかしわらわがすでにベアトリーチェであるぞ。
あなたが魔女で私の友人という設定はそのままで、ベアトは私ということに世界を変更する。
つまりわらわはベアトリーチェの友人の魔女ということになるのか。
そんな感じ。だからあなたは今からベアトリーチェじゃない魔女。
わかった。ではわらわの新しい名前は何とする。
ふさわしい名前が思いつくまで保留にする。しばらくは七字で。ごめんね。
よいよい。せっかくの名前だ。熟考してもらわねば困るというもの。
あなたはベアトリーチェが幼くまだ魔法が使えない頃からの友人。私のものを隠したりしてからかっていたことが縁の始まり。
なるほど。それがやがて魔法に目覚めたベアトリーチェの対等な友人となるわけか。ではわらわは少しお姉さん的な立場の友人であるな。
So we finally understand what Gap is, and it's just like an extra personality then.
そんな感じ。喋り方どうしようかな。
ベアトリーチェの一人称はわらわですっかり馴染んでしまったな。そなたに譲るか。
わらわという言葉遣いは私が引き継ぐ。
わかったぞ。ではわらわも、いやいや、これからはわらわではないな。
I have no idea what that means.
私もベアトリーチェの姉的立場である魔女の友人にふさわしい喋り方を探しておくことにする。
いや、
なかなかの貫禄。
私のわらわの容姿はどうしたものか。
そうだな。
I wish I knew what the fuck they were talking about.
私は真っ赤な魔女という感じであるからな。
Okay.
赤以外の雰囲気でまとめてみてはどうか。
Black and gold. When Beatrice wanders the mansion at night, she is often seen dressed in white.
やはり亡霊といえば
Never mind.
白がイメージか。
白いドレスの魔女。イメージをまとめてみる。
We haven't seen that before. I need a different look than the witch in the demon red dress, a white noble witch. Unlike the time with the red witch, I'm thinking about my own look now. So I'd like to make it more beautiful and cute if I can. A white dress, a noble look. Like one of the noble blood, but with a dark, sarcastic streak. No, it's like a tomboy princess, so her voice is a mix of formality and rudeness. Then the dress should be the exact opposite to make a nice contrast. And that's what you get.
このような姿ではどうか。これが新しいベアトリーチェの姿なの？
So, this Claire is the white Beatrice, the one that was created by Yasu. Oh, fuck me. Wow. There's a lot of these. Because we have Shannon, Kennen, Gab, this Beatrice. Oh, there's a fuck ton. Oh my god. That's a lot of putting yourself into other people and escaping.
高貴な姫君みたいだね。
気に入った。悪くないぞこの姿。
Though I like that she has like this Beato. Because it's not like the final form Beato. Final form Beato. There's levels to this. Yeah, that's right, there isn't actually the other Beato because there's battlers. Because we already know Beatrice was created, at least the witch Beatrice we're used to was created from battlers' choice of women. With the whole blonde hair, big boobs, all that shit. Personality like Jessica, which is still odd. Just the phrasing's odd. That's all I find really weird about it. It's just the phrasing. Like, oh, just like Jessica. Battler, calm down there. But I mean, like, that whole thing, that's how Beatrice and that one's created. It's interesting that this one has, like, a similar-ish personality. Anyways, it's just, you need to knock it up to 11 for Battler.
いいじゃない。素敵よ、ベアト。
気に入った。実に気に入ったぞこの姿。
その調子で今度は私に素敵な名前をつけてくれるといつまでも名なしじゃん。ふてくされちゃうわ。
安心せよ。必ず立派な名前を考えてやろうぞ。
Your name's nameless. Fuck.
それよりまず考えたいことがある。それはわらわの使う魔法のイメージである。物を隠したり別の場所に瞬間移動させる魔法はそなたのイメージだ。だからわらわもわらわにふさわしい魔法のイメージを考えねばな。魔法を使うとき黄金の蝶が飛び交う。そこは譲れぬぞ。
素敵ね。それこそまさに黄金の魔女。じゃあ雲の糸が苦手で社に収められてる霊境が苦手でという弱点もあなたに？
万能の魔女にも何かささやかな弱点があった方が面白いというもの。
I'm liking the way this is progressing though. It's very interesting. This whole creation.
ではこうしよう。雲の糸に触れたらやけどをするということとする。
Silently, a silvery spider dropped down vertically. Beato, now in her new form, lightly touched the spider web that trailed out behind it. As she did, there was a faint sound of flesh burning, and a thin burn was left across her fingers. Beatrice can't stand spiderwebs. That was one of the weaknesses that the evil spirits Kumasawa spoke of. Since the witch Beatrice had revived thanks to the power of those evil spirits, she also inherited their weaknesses. So the sacred mirror is also one of her weaknesses. However, that sacred mirror in the shrine isn't too likely to appear in front of me often. That's not so fun.
では、霊力のある鏡は無論のこと、鏡自体も苦手ということにしよう。
鏡って魔力があるってよく言うものね。いいんじゃない？いかにも魔女っぽい感じ。
鏡を見ると魔力が吸い取られる感じがするので苦手ということにしよう。面白そうだ。
If I really think about it, I'll be bad if with mirrors whether I make the rule or not. No matter who I want to strive to be, the only face that will ever show in a mirror is the heartless, pathetic, realistic face of Yasu. And here he goes into the the denial and the escapism route where, wow, it's a little bit heavier. I wasn't expecting that. Mirrors which will always force me to face my shabby reality, or something I always want to avoid. That's right. I hate mirrors. I don't want to see my pitiful self.
一度に何もかも決めなくていいわ。世界をゆっくりと作り上げていくのだってとても楽しいのだから。
分かっている。ゆっくりと魔女の生活を楽しみながらわらわの世界を膨らませてゆこうぞ。
あの狭くて暗い部屋はもうあんたの寝床じゃないわね。
わらわこそは黄金の魔女。六軒島の夜の支配者なれば夜の屋敷はわらわのもの。わらわの住まうべきは屋敷ではないか。
ベアトリーチェの部屋決まってるじゃないか。
そうね。お屋敷の2階のあの素敵な部
屋。魔女の貴賓室こそベアトリーチェの部屋じゃないか。
Of course.
おお、そうであったな。今宵よりわらわが住まうは夜の屋敷のあの部屋ではないか。これはうっかりしていた。
じゃあ行きましょう。ベア、魔女が2人お茶をするならあんな狭い部屋じゃなくてふさわしい素敵な部屋でするべきだわ。
そうであるな。友人を招いて茶を振る舞うにはあの部屋は粗末が過ぎる。部屋を変えよう。有効ではないか。
シャノンとはお別れね。
When I looked at my feet, I could see my own dorm room far beneath me. I could see Shannon, who had dashed up to the bed I lay on and had been saying wait at the moment time froze. She was as rigid as a doll. Looking down at it from this height, it really did look like a small dollhouse.
さらばだ、シャノン。人間としてそなたを目標にそなたと友情を育みながらの日々も楽しいものであったぞ。もしわらわが魔法の閲楽を知ることなく、それはこれからも変わらなかったであろうな。
I was your only close friend too, wasn't I? Please forgive me for erasing that friend so suddenly. As a parting gift, I will erase me from your world. Starting now, this will not be a two-person room. It will be a single-person room with just you in it. I hope you continue to strive for your ideal and try becoming a kind, reliable servant loved by everyone. Yasu, the stupid, clumsy servant who lost things all the time, doesn't exist anymore. So long, Shannon. When I mature as the witch Beatrice and stride through this nighttime mansion where I will, I may bump into you as you do your nighttime rounds. However, when I meet you again, it will not be a reunion. It will be our first meeting. After all, though you have heard the rumors about the witch Beatrice, you have never met her. So long, Shannon. Let us meet again sometime and spin up some fun tale. Holy shit. Like the death of their own person. Huh? What was I doing? Was I talking in my sleep? Apparently I had gotten out of bed, stretched my hand out towards it, and said, wait. This isn't the first time I've woken up to find myself saying something strange, but I don't remember ever waking up to find myself out of bed standing up. Could this be what they call sleepwalking? Am I just tired? Gotta sleep. Gotta get back to sleep. I turned around to face my bed. My bed wasn't there. There was no bed in this room except the one I had just turned my back on. If I'm the only one in this room, and the only bed is the one behind me, that must mean it's my bed. That feels wrong for some reason. The bed sheets are all disarranged, as though someone had slipped out of them. Who did? This is a single-person room with me in it, right? So that there is my bed and the traces of someone crawling out mean that I was just sleeping there until a second ago. But for some reason that bed doesn't feel like my bed. However, though all the other kids shared rooms, I, Shannon, was given a single room. So there's only one bed, and it must be mine. I must just be half asleep. School starts early tomorrow morning, and when school ends I want to go to the mansion and help out with some work, and talk to Kumasawa and about the mystery novel I just read. Damn. They just killed themselves as a person, and denied it. Jesus. I went back into my bed, and I felt a bit uncomfortable to crawl into a bed that wasn't mine. Still, it might just be because I'm getting so sleepy. It's starting to feel as though this is my bed after all. I'm just half asleep. What the hell? This is weird. Wow, God, that kind of, it's starting to blow my mind a little bit at their end right there. Just a little bit.
夜のいたずらはなかなかに楽しそうだ。よし、決めたぞ。今宵からはそれで遊ぼうぜ。それは愉快。今宵も愉快だ。魔女の世界は想像力の限りの全てを遊べる。わらわの想像力こそが我が魔力の源なのだ。ならばよかろう。面白い。それを無限大に広げようぜ。そしてそれで島を全て飲み込んでやろうぜ。島の夜は全てわらわのものなり。ああ、魔女の日々のなんと優雅で愉快なることか。ああ、我こそは我にして我らなり。愉快なる魔女の世界に乾杯。
This is nuts. I still can't get over this thing. Oh my god. It's all
第
everywhere.
5章、新しき元素。
Oh god damn it, I'm already halfway done. Oi. Slow down.
お風呂場のアメニティは確認してくれましたか？
Oh man, that's crazy. The whole getting rid of herself or himself, whatever, becoming a witch, all this stuff, it's just mind-blowing. Like, I figured this stuff happened, but I didn't know how or like the effect. Oh,
リストに沿ってしっかりと。
George, move over. Battler, you can have Shannon. I got my choice locked down. Fuck off. Go away. Fucking God bless. Anyways, that's a great way to end it on. But it's like I never expected as much impact as it's giving right now. It's really, the writing's just so fucking phenomenal. I can't get over it. It's just, the writing is what's killing it. It's crushing it. I couldn't even begin to imagine it would actually have this much weight. It's unreal. And finally, best maid girl finally showed up. Thank Christ. Oh, I can only pray she stays there for a while.